Negative belief systems are systems nga imong gi-cultivate, gi-culture na part sa imong life. It's like immune system ba to trying to protect yourself.
Beliefs na to sa tong self gani na dili na to mabantayan. It kind of works below our own conscious awareness.
If you try to wear red sunglasses, everything that you would see are just red flags. This is a very good example in the social media age, no? I noticed that in the social media age, your social currency is how many likes or how many followers you have.
Which is very dangerous, no? Kay karon gani ang mga newer generation gani, possibly makuha nila ang mga negative belief system na ingaana through their exposure sa social media.
For you as audience, the reason why you're listening in this podcast or to this podcast is you want to manifest, di ba? So, we want to identify and to drill down unsa man gyud na ang mga negative belief system nga naka-hold back sa ato, di ba?
Welcome to Magic Grove's After Class podcast, where every episode we take real experiences, whether it's normal, paranormal, or supernatural, and explore them through the lens of practical magic, asking the one question: how do we actually live a happy and fulfilling life? I'm TJ, and with me as always are my fellow MG students,
Hello, I'm Rio. Welcome back.
and of course our teacher, Guruji.
Hi everyone, this is Seth. So, welcome to the listeners and viewers tonight.
So, whether you're a curious newcomer or a long-time seeker, sit back, relax, and enjoy the conversation. So, last episode, we talked about this growing wave of people getting curious about the occult, mysticism, witchcraft, and how a lot of that curiosity came from the same place. People want more, they want a better life, happier life. We also talked about how for most people that is just not working. And as we continue to explore the topic, we kept coming back to the same answer: negative belief system. And so in this episode, we're going to talk more about that, share our insights, our experiences. So tune in.
For me, no, kay for me, when I was studying occultism before joining Magic Grove, I really didn't have any idea what a negative belief system is. Kay most of the books I've read or kanang mga information online, dili man sa mag-mention og negative belief systems. Ang common na mention kay mga Carl Jung hinuon, but not this one. So first ako encounter sa negative belief system is when we studied this sa ato ang lesson sa MG. So for me, negative belief systems are systems nga imong gi-cultivate, gi-culture na part sa imong life without, most of the time, unaware. It's like mura siyag kanang immune system ba to trying to protect yourself na nimo siya part sa imong kanang system because you're trying to soothe yourself, defend yourself every time something bad happens.
Yeah, ang para sa nako ang negative belief system is mo ni siya ang mga beliefs na to sa tong self gani na dili na to mabantayan. It kind of works below the our own conscious awareness, and it's becoming a habit, or like it's autonomous na ba, and it influences emotions, decisions, and ato ang relationship, ang ato ang how we perceive our environment and how we decide what to focus on and what not to focus on. And it
More siya kanang na ay life of its own. Diba? More siya
It actually does. Mura gyud siya og na ay life on its own. Kay it basically takes control of how you react, how you relate to the outside world. Like for example, you have this negative belief system that I am not good enough. So it will also affect how you work, really, or how you take on challenges, because you have that belief nga kana bitaw ay dili ni nako kaya, or I will not always be good enough. You will not push yourself to perform as you should, or you would not believe yourself that you would be able to do it, because some thoughts, intrusive thoughts nga you're not good enough, you're unworthy, you'll always fail, naamagod na siya. Automatic siya ba?
Ingan nga thinking kay mura siya limiting kayo siya because if you think you're not good enough, you won't be thinking about the possibilities because bare minimum ra imong murag ma-demonstrate sa life because that's your belief na murag I cannot do better than this because I can't. I'm not good enough.
And what's curious about that, Rio and TJ, no? Kay ang negative belief system manggod, dugay na gyud kaayo ni siya nga concept. But as you mentioned, Rio, this is not something that you outrightly have known, probably unless you have studied psychology, which I did back in college. So dili gid ni siya ma-introduce sa imuha or probably to any lay person out there. Kay even
Especially for people nga mag-study occultism, again, wala good na siya sa forefront in studying occultism, pero it's a really big thing if you want to make your spells, your manifestation happen.
what really, why is this topic really relevant to us, apart from, of course, you want to manifest, you want to achieve anything that you want to achieve? It's really because in the system of Magic Grove, we have divided our curriculums, di ba? What's our first curriculum, gani? We have
Mastermind.
Mastermind. The Mastermind talks about how we can address our mind and how we'll be able to train our mind to manifest. And then on the second part, on the second module that we have what we call the Royal Mystics, or the favorite part ni Rio. Mga magic na, no?
Oo.
Ang mga magic, mga barang-barang, mga love spell na diha. And then on the last part we have the CM, or the ceremonial magicians, which is basically, high magic. Now, at the very core of the system of Magic Grove, ang foundation gyud niya is your mind.
True.
That's why it's called a mastermind module. You have to train your mind, you have to master your mind per se para gyud ka mo progress to the second level, which is the magical part. Because even in magic, you have to make sure that your mind is well organized. The definitions inside your mind is well organized.
Sa ato ang mastermind module sad, we study science of mind, which in 1920 our lolo Ernest Holmes founded a spiritual movement called religious science, and sa iyahang spiritual philosophy he mentioned na ang subconscious mind na to accepts beliefs without arguments. So it doesn't question, it doesn't push back. Whatever you feed it repeatedly, it just takes it and treats it as a truth. And then, so if naaka atong mga negative belief system nimo without knowing those are negative belief system, your subconscious mind lang just accepts it and
It takes a life of
basically-
its own.
yeah. So once the subconscious holds that as a fact, it starts producing experiences that matches it. So mo na to siya na nanay mga environmental external world kanang experiences nimo na dili ka ganahan and you're not happy with it. So mao na sa to relate sa giingon ni Guruji na it's important for us sa MG that we master our mind. Well, be able to identify these mga negative belief systems and we able to approach it correctly.
True. Regarding sa imong giingon Tej ba nga experiences, do you think nga ang experiences is subjective? Something negative for me may not be negative for you because of my negative belief systems na to. Would you agree to that? Or Guruji nga something like example, rain, let's just say rain. For me, negative belief system nako will always tell me nga rain is bad, lapok, hugaw, whatever. So, do you think the experiences is subjective and this is dictated by our internal beliefs na gikan sa subconscious?
I would like to take that question. Kay based on your example, Rio, I don't think dili siya ma-consider nato as kuano kanang relative to our experiences, because mingon mo kag negative belief system, anything and everything that uh, or any thought or any idea or any concept, any assumption that you have that hinders you from participating to what you fully can be as an individual.
Mm.
So and I think Rain murag dili ra kay siya kuan, dili ra kaayo siya mo. You can always hate Rain. I like let's say for example me, I don't normally like to eat cake, but it doesn't necessarily affect how I see cake or how I react to people that loves cake. 'Di ba? Kay and also that's a very important point, no? Kay even in the olden period, 300 as far as 300 BCE, they've already recognized the idea of negative belief system. If I may, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus actually said that man are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. So it basically tells you, that, events are neutral. They're very neutral. Our judgments create emotional suffering. Our
Yeah.
interpretation of things.
Our experience is subjective good sa ato ang how we receive them or what's the
Yes.
system that receives them.
A friend of mine once used an analogy. If you try to wear red sunglasses, everything that you would see are just red flags. So that red sunglasses that you have is actually your negative belief system.
That you
So
wear.
basically your brain is wired to look at negative things. That's the negative belief system.
Speaking of brain, that's probably the reason why meditation, especially in Buddhism, is very, very recommended as a practice, because if you meditate a lot, you're hyper aware without reacting to what's going on or the stimulus goes into your head. And I think in Buddhism side, there's a relation to that, a negative belief system, because in Buddhism, we always saying suffering comes from attachment, comes from ignorance, false perceptions, and more attachment sa mga views, and that would be your own view sa imong self. And mo to siya nga, again, in meditation, it's easy to capture those mga negative belief systems because we're trying not to react to it man. Ito siya, be aware of it. So sa Buddhism, muna siya, I think ma-relate na ko. And also, Buddhism is very old, so the concept of negative belief system is somehow ingrained to that without explicitly saying na it's negative belief system. But the idea still remains, it's still valuable sa kana nga belief, kana nga processes, even though it's a very, very old religion.
Makaingon gyud ka nga dili gyud ang concept gyud ay sa negative belief system has always been there, no? Has always been there. It's just that it's been called different ways. It's been identified differently, different cultures, but it's still the same thing. Something that thing, that mental thing that's holding you back.
Everything starts
No?
in the mind.
Exactly.
Everybody, everyone experiences the world through your mind. Like there's no other way.
And I also would like to go back to katubitong your brain is wired to look at things, which is very, very important, especially to people nga who's not very science nerd as I am. In neuroscience, as early as in the 1990s, the neuroscientists actually recognized that our repeated thoughts actually strengthen some pathways. If you're familiar with, I think, no MG student I know is not familiar of the word neuroplasticity.
Yes, myelin
Right?
sheet.
Myelin sheath, our predictive processing, our confirmation bias, anything that basically that just tells you that your brain can be wired to look at
Mm,
things negatively,
Mhm.
which is kuyaw, 'di ba?
trainable man itong brain.
Exactly.
Tipo,
Oo.
which is I think kanang speaking of brain, that's why our childhood is very very important, an important thing to consider when dealing with negative belief systems, because when we are young, probably below 7 years old, our brain is still developing, and our childhood
Mhm.
experiences murag musud siya while murag siyang ma-ingrain sa system while the system is still developing, so mura siyang ma-part of it. Muna
Mhm.
makaingon ta, no, makaingon gud ko nga our childhood experiences dictates most of the time or all the time what our negative belief systems are during adulthood.
Mhm.
More sa na ako ang na-think regarding sa neuroplasticity. But the thing
Mhm.
is, we don't stop there. The brain still continues to adapt and change beyond that. Mao na siya nga, once we get to a certain age, when we realize what our traumas are during childhood, is not the end of the world. We can change it. Awareness lang, recognizing, realizing what those are when we were young. So muna
'Di
siya, the
ba?
work starts when we realize them in this adult age.
Unya, kuha yun, healing the inner child. So I buy
Ilan
buy
na siya.
everything. I'm healing my inner child. Pero
Yeah.
that's a very good point, Rio, because normally negative belief systems form during your childhood experiences. Sometimes
Yeah.
Mm,
it's repeated messages coming from family and culture. Like let's say,
yeah.
ayun usiki ang kwarta kay ang kwarta ginapiko ginapala. So you're being taught that money is very difficult to acquire, or like mga traumatic events when you were a child or even in
Yeah.
your adult life. There's
Mm.
also social conditioning, 'di ba?
Yes.
Part of that social conditioning would be this is a very good example in the social media age, no? I noticed that in the social media age, your social currency is how many likes or how many followers you have.
Mao.
Mm.
And that number actually dictates how beautiful, how pretty you are,
How
and
you behave.
How
exactly
valuable you are.
how valuable you are. Unya, if gamay ang imong followers for a while, that creates a negative belief system in you
Yeah.
na I'm not good enough. I might not be as pretty as I am.
Bitaw,
Diba?
Mm.
but which is very dangerous, no? Kay karon gani ang mga newer generation gani, they're very exposed to this social media jud, and
Mhm.
possibly makuha nila ang mga negative belief system na ingaana through their exposure sa social media.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Tinuod gyud na siya.
So speaking of experiences, kanang nakakuha lang ko sa giingon ni Guruji na traumatic experience, kay I have that experience jud sa una when I got my own negative belief system growing up. I have this negative belief system sa akong self sa una na I cannot fail because if I do, I'm going to be a burden.
Mm.
And
Mm.
I remember very clearly when siya ningsud, kay sa una growing up I was surrounded by adults, and then I was like the youngest, so ang environment na put ko ato na time, I remember feeling very vulnerable, na I
Mm.
don't have anyone to talk to. I have no voice. I'm always dismissed. Kay bata pa ko, and I'm not allowed to have a seat in the adult's table, maging ana. And then I constantly experience change, which relates to katong giingon na to ganina na ang negative belief system is repeated exposure to it, and then it
Mm.
becomes an accepted truth. I remember very vividly jud kaayo na ma-recall nako jud the exact moment ang negative belief system nako was like fully ingrained, murag ang myelin sheet ni ana kay
Uy,
kay high school
kahadlok.
lagi ko kay I can identify it now jud looking back sa akong experience before, kay I was in high school at the time. I was having high fever, murag nasakit ko. It was a very traumatic experience sa ako. So ilaha kong gidala sa emergency room sa Chongwa, as dili sa Sebudok. And then admit ko dito, turns out I had dengue and pneumonia combined. After that, I was discharged after a few days na okay na ko. And then the trauma of that happening, magsige siya balik-balik na when nagkaon mi ato sa ako ang kuya sa dining table. Dili ko kakaon, dili ko katun sa akong own nagikaon. So ning ana ako ang kuya sa ako ana kanang walay laing tao makatabang nimo but ikaw ra. And that statement ning sud siya murag negative belief system. Dili ko pwede ma-fail or dili ko pwede masayop kay if masayop ko kay no one's gonna help me but me. Ang akong experiences after that was very limiting na kaayo because I had mag-struggle na ko og kana gani accept na worthy ko aning mga stuff or like kanang
Worthy kog help.
worthy kog help. So ako i-put akong position sa place na dapat dili ko mga yugtabang sa ubang tao.
So now that you've realized that, when did you start changing? Or when did you now we know when it started, so when did you start dealing with it in a very healthy way?
I think na-deal dyan ako na siya nakatulong.
Katong
I
kuan.
forgot usa to Guruji but
Immersive
But nanghilak
class
ni-
na to. Immersive
Nanghilak
class.
alan.
Where's your shadow
Yes.
work?
Shadow work, immersive class. We explored your kanang inner childhood. We tried to heal your inner child.
Question, part of me is telling me to tell you na
Uh-huh.
those experiences, there's value in it. I think somehow your self-reliance is helping you now in adult life. Can we only do that raman siguro when we realize the negative belief systems, right?
That's a very good example of justifying your
Yeah, that's my negative belief system.
in psychology that's we call justifying your maladaptation.
Yeah, that's actually, speaking of, that's kind of my negative belief system. I always justify. I think it's because it's self-soothing.
That's also a negative belief system na very common to the Filipinos actually, no? So even us in the Filipino, as a Filipino culture, naasa gyud tay mga negative belief systems specifically on love, health, wealth, and success. Diba? So it is the purpose of identifying each of these is not really to stereotype our fellow Filipinos and also our listeners, no, but really just to hold these beliefs and identify these beliefs and basically challenge them, because
Right.
I'm pretty sure you as audience, the reason why you're listening in this podcast or to this podcast is you want to manifest, diba? So we want to identify and to drill down unsa man gyud na ang mga negative belief system nga naka-hold back sa atoa. Diba?
That stops the manifestation from happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the most kanang controversial love
Unsa man?
nga mga negative
Sige.
belief system.
Actually,
Sige, what are some of the negative belief systems?
speaking of love, since I share mo si TJ's yung negative belief system, I think that's what I'm struggling with right now. And like what Guruji said, a maladaptive way of facing your demons is to justify. And I justify a lot, especially in terms of relationships, romantic relationships. I have a lot of good friends. I have high quality friends. I'm really happy, but I wonder why it's really hard for me to fall in love in a very romantic sense. Like kanang love nga uyab-uyab.
Yan naman.
I feel like love should be unconditional. Should not be conditional. That's what I know. What I try to believe. Pero my experience in love, I always try to adjust myself to be able to be accepted or to feel like I am worthy or I am lovable, because going back sa childhood experiences, there's always a certain expectation for me to be. And since I am not straight, I'm homosexual, there's always an imposition what I should be or what their checklists are. And then, dili na ko ma-achieve because as a young person, I'm always instinctive. I don't we just play, we just have fun. We don't like think about those things ba. So they always remind me nga to do this, to do that while growing up. Even though dili gyud na siya super na control sa akong life because I felt like I still have the freedom to do so. Nasud gyapon na siya growing up. So this belief didn't appear overnight. It developed through kanang mga rejections sa akong mga opinions because they think that's too feminine, that's not supposed to be something I should believe in. Ingana.
Mhm.
And I always interpret this as evidence nga something was wrong with me rather than seeing them as kanang their opinions. I
Mhm.
think I accepted it as should be imposed to me as well because again repetitive siya while growing up.
Mhm.
And there was a time and going back to relationships na sad, since I internalized those experiences, I began to wonder whether I was somehow not worthy of love or connection. The more I believe this, the more I noticed situation that seemed to confirm it. Gamay ra gani nga kanang they disagree with me kay mga to siya na should ko lovable and I should adjust myself not
Mm.
to be loud, not to be big. And
Mm.
then
Okay. So basically Rio, sometimes bisan you feel those things nga kanang you have to adjust, you're still sticking to the relationship gihapon.
yeah, I tried to pero
Mm.
most of the time kay ako'y mubiya kay kapuyan sad ko nga mura kag weird man gud siya kay I know that pero ako aware sad ko nga ako'y mubiya. Pero at the same time, di siya applicable sa friendships kay I don't feel like that sa friendships.
Mhm.
Mabitaw siya wala siya at stake. Pero sa relationship kay I feel like I have to be this person to be accepted pero weird
Mm.
kay di siya applicable sa akong friends kay with my friends I feel free. And then which reminds me sa study ni Carl Rogers. I don't know if familiar ka Guruji.
Very
Humanistic
much.
psychology.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
So he says nga every person is born with inherent worth and natural drive towards growth, fulfillment, and self-actualization. So human
Mhm.
beings naturally want to develop into the healthiest and most authentic versions of themselves. Pero more siya
Mhm.
stunted sa akong part because my value came from the affirmations or kanang corrections from the people around me when I was young. Also, I was the youngest son.
Mhm.
So I really didn't have that murag kanang support when in the house. Wala ko
Mhm.
kanang murag ka-share bitaw sa akong murag feelings because everybody just agrees and I'm just the pinakalas budawat sila mga opinions. I ended up loving my own time, learning to be independent and thinking
Mhm.
kanang I'm content being independent, being alone because I don't want to sacrifice my authentic self for relationships. So, muna siya.
Mhm.
So, it becomes a negative belief system because I'm very limiting the possibilities of someone who's actually trying to pursue me. Kay ako siyang i-block dayon because I believe I will just hurt them or it's a waste of my time because you idealize me but once you get to know me you're just gonna leave, so what's the point nga na siya. So negative belief system siya kay limiting kay siya sa possibilities of this relationship.
So that's very a lot of things to unpack there. and reminds me of one of the most common cultural narrative of love, especially sa among us Filipinos ba, kanabitang I must sacrifice to prove my love or
Bitaw.
ang sakit ang magmahal. Okay.
Common kaya na siya sa mga themes sa mga kanta.
Actually, that's
Exactly,
true.
very very common, very very common. And ang mga manifestation ani niya is we stay bisan unhealthy kayong relationship, bisan kay toxic kaayo, we stay because you must suffer in order to love.
That's very a negative belief systems manggod. These are systems that not only hinders you but lead you to unnecessary suffering because this is very
True.
changeable. These are very very manageable once we know the tools to use it. It's not like the end of the road once you have that. Kay everything's possible if you're alive. So one of it is changing your systems of beliefs into something positive rather than being stuck.
True, that's very true. Another one is kani kay very common kayo, and I bet our viewers also are there are single. So another very common kanang negative belief system is being single means something is wrong with me, which is definitely not true. No, so it's basically stemming from social pressures exists around marriage and relationship. Kabantay mo ana kanang when you have family gatherings, family kanang mga Christmas gatherings, and then you have your tita, Oy, hi, how are you? Oh, you look so pretty today. When are you gonna get married? When are you gonna die? Diba?
Mao jud. And even gani kanang if na kay uyab magsisilag ask yapon like when are you gonna be married
Oh.
kana gani.
Diba? Oh. And and
Yeah.
and and I also would like to piggyback on that. Kana bitaw mo ingon nga, uy hala, dugay naman mo nga minyo, kano sa mo magka-baby? Or dugay naman mo uyab, kano sa mo magpakasal? Diba? So mga social pressures. So sometimes kana mga ana nga mga social pressures, being single means something is wrong with me, murag mo settle na lang taw ng uban for incompatible partners. Unya, there's that kanang unnecessary fear of being alone, kanang feeling incomplete without a partner. So bahalag ka ng maski sexual partner lang, it would be fine. Kay at least they have that sense of there's someone right there, even if they're just being used.
Being used?
No?
Even if toxic na ang kuan
Being
environment.
used in more ways than one.
And using sad.
Ay kani, this is the worst. Family comes before my own happiness. Oh.
Kana common kayo na sa Philippines because I
Diba?
feel kanang bitaw, it's good man to be family oriented, no? It's good to be like kanang generous to your family, but not to the extent bitaw nga kana bitaw wala na bitaw sense of balance. Does that make sense? Like it should be
Yes.
a two-way gihapon ba?
These things actually prevent you from manifesting, or when you're trying to do spiritual mind treatment or trying to do affirmative prayer, these things actually stop or hinders your ability to manifest anything about love or relationship or intimacy. So if you have any of these beliefs about love, about relationships, you might want to recognize it, process it, and try to hopefully resolve it. If you can't resolve it, find a local psychologist, a local therapist to help you with it. Because manifestation is really not a magic wand. Science of mind is really not a magic wand. So you can't just wave your wand and then kanang nanaday kay relationship, blah blah blah. You have to work through it through your mind.
I want to bring up, since nagstorya mangud ta about common na mga negative belief system sa Philippine culture, I want to bring up this comment gikan sa one of our listeners. Asha, I was wondering whether some of these patterns daw na common negative belief system sa mga Pinoy are shaped less by mindset but more by structural realities of being in a third world country.
Your negative belief system actually may come from different sources. It could be your childhood trauma, childhood treatment, familial and social kanang pressures or traumas or anything. It could be, no? And the only way to find out is really to start talking about it.
Because I had this friend said nga, they're living in a poor area back in my hometown. They're living in this very poor area. Doesn't have wide roads. It's very compact. But they were able to come out of it. So that one thing tells me sad nga kanang that's also part of the limiting belief system nga, since third world, you're trapped in that, you're influenced by that through and through. So I would say nga more influence siguro ang mimong mindset towards whatever is around you, including being in a third world or not. Kay again, everything starts in the mind. So mindset jud ang mag-start regardless if Kay strong kag mind, like my friend kadung nasa back in my hometown, they can just ignore what's around them because they focus on their goals, on trying to get a better life for themselves. So ilang mindset mo nakatabang.
I guess the only thing lang sad na akong i-add is, kuan lang siya. Yes, gikan siya sa mindset, but lisod lang jud ihawa if ang imuhang environment is already the
Oh,
effects of the negative belief system.
true.
So, ana
Yes,
lang dyan na
true.
siya.
That
Lisod siya
is
ihawa.
true.
Yeah.
Also, it's a case-to-case basis, pero I also agree nga if it's being reinforced around you every time, sad ba? So you have to be careful what you surround yourself with, I guess. Yes, our environment, but yeah, sad, influential sad bitaw.
Yeah, so the key thing, Jude, is identifying, knowing that there is something wrong, and identifying what is the reason. So, maod yun na siya ka. Unless na
Correct.
kay awareness, it will continue repeating. And then, mag-ala na lang
Yeah.
ka sa imong self na, anong man, pirmi ko, kuan.
You cannot defeat something
Buwagan,
you're not
ala.
able to recognize.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's a very good question actually from our kanang viewer, because let's say for example, I'd like to give this example like about wealth. One of the limiting beliefs that we have on wealth is money is hard to earn. Very common especially to the Visayas region, ang kwarta ginapiko ginapala. So mo gini siya ang pinaka widespread yun. We were taught as early as child nga lisod yun ang kwarta. You know what? The historical roots ani niya really is coming from our colonial history. Katong when we were colonized by kanang Spain, nga ala unsa ra gud ta, di ba? Indio.
Ito.
We were the epitome of kanang the not worthy race of people, di ba? So mahulog siya nga culture, generational poverty as well. That could also lead nga for us to think, or for people to think that money really is hard to earn. Kana pila na lang gyud ka generation ninyo niya kay kanang pobre na jud kay mo, naragid mo sa kuan, naragid mo sa bayong diha nga gamay, kuan niya. Also in economic instability. So it's really a mixture of mindset, experience, and of course for a third world country. But what's worst about it is ang effect manggod aning nga mga thinking, especially for the wealth. Money is hard to earn, meaning your brain and your system is hardwired for scarcity thinking, that everything is lacking. Kuwang tanan. Naa kay fear of kanang investing, fear of handling money, fear of na kay overemphasis on job security.
Kana
Diba?
overemphasis of job security. Speaking of that, muna na
Yes.
sometimes mga tao, they would think nga resting is laziness because they're trying to do that nga job security, doing a lot of work because they want to be secure, they want to have more money to feel secure again. So, pag sacrifice bitaw ang ilang perception sa health nga it's okay to get sick kay para bitaw sa family, para bitaw sa ekonomiya, and then murag guilty sila kung mag-rest sila, constantly pushing themselves nga mga sakit na hinuon, and then it becomes more gasto.
But the really important thing right now is really you have to identify unsa man gyud ni ako ang mga negative belief system. What is stopping me from moving forward? So there are actually a few evidence-based exercises or activities that you could do to at least manage or identify or resolve your negative belief system. One is what we call in cognitive behavioral therapy a thought record. So let's say for example, nahitabo. Unsa man to ang nahitabo? And then ang sunod nimong i-identify is unsa man ang akong gisulti sa akong kaugalingon. Let's say for example, you did something wrong at work. And then ang imong gisulti, ang imong inner communication is I failed at work. I'm useless. Diba? And then you have to identify unsay emotion nga attached with the statement. Is it shame? Is it anxiety? Is it sadness?
Disgust.
Disgust.
Cringe.
Oh, diba? Lahi,
On
diba?
myself.
Lahi ta og emotion.
Cringe.
And then you identify unsa may ni support ani nga thought. What supports this thought? and then what contradicts it. Let's say, for example, what supports it, what supports this thought, what contradicts it. Yes, I failed, I'm useless. Or I made a mistake, but I also have strengths and can improve.
Ako kay kuan ako kanang I embarrass myself, but that's fine. They don't remember it. I'm the only one who remember it. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
that's fine.
Maybe,
Nga lang ako,
maybe mine would be like, I failed it, but I can always do better. It's not the end of the world.
Another one is another technique is the one developed by Christine Neff. It's called a self-compassion training, wherein if na ay mahitabo nga something bad and then you have a negative emotional reaction to it, you could say, what would I say to a friend who is in this situation?
Where you look at yourself as a separate
Third person.
Yeah, you detach yourself from the situation, no? You look at it from a
Exactly.
different perspective.
Exactly.
We kind of have this theater where we put the character in a chair, and as the actor, we talk with the character o sa mga advice, and vice versa. It's kind of the same.
Or you could say, can I respond to myself with kindness instead of criticism? If it's a yes, then
We
good.
get to decide what is kind.
Oh, exactly.
My kind is sometimes the dad cop. Kanabitong, I was an athlete for a very long time, and I love it when people like, mabitog, let's go, kanang laban, don't be lousy, let's go, murag. Maybe it's an arid sad, no? I love that. That is kind for me. Di ko ganahan ka ng murag super kind nga kanabitong. Taon, murag soothing na kayo. Murag, di ko ganahan. Di siya compatible sa akong system. So, I'm talking about this because there's no one way to be kind to yourself. Don't compare your kind to other people's kind because probably makumpare mo and then di siya mo apply, so ma-hurt na ka. You know what I mean?
Correct. We can probably move on to a more observable and concrete examples, no? Let's take on katong mga identified na to nga mga negative belief systems ganina. Let's say for example katong love requires or I must earn love, or for example nga I must sacrifice to be loved. If I set boundaries, I will be abandoned, which is kang Rio. My worth is based on being needed. So if you look at it, the emotional pattern for those NBS is guilt when prioritizing self. You have anxiety when saying no. You have fear of rejection. And then you have over responsibility for partner's emotions. Ang imong behavioral pattern, ana, is you would be overgiving. You would be a people pleaser to your partner. Or you would stay even if it's unhealthy, no? And you would have difficulty expressing your need. So what can you do? So each time you feel guilt, fear of rejection, pressure to say yes, you say, what am I afraid of? Or what am I afraid will happen if I choose myself? You ask yourself that. What am I afraid will happen if I choose myself?
What am I afraid will happen if I choose myself?
Once you have answered that question, now what am I afraid will happen if I choose myself, you have to name the belief. Like for example, you can say it internally that this is the belief that love requires sacrifice. Boom. You've unmasked that fear. So that is when you have said that internally, this is the belief that love requires sacrifice. You're actually creating the distance between you and the belief. So you're looking at yourself as a third person. Okay, this is you, this is the issue, this is the NBS. Because the moment that you remove yourself from the situation, you would be able to see it on a different perspective. Diba? And then lastly, you do have to do what is called a reality testing. Now, what is a reality testing? You can ask yourself, do all healthy relationships require suffering? You're trying to challenge it, diba? You're trying to challenge it. You're trying to challenge the idea. You're trying to challenge the negative belief system. Do all healthy relationships require suffering? No, right? Have I seen relationships where boundaries exist and love remains?
Mm.
Exactly. 'Di ba? If I were your conscious mind, moingon ko, unya nag-usa pa man ka diha.
Drama.
'Di ba?
Bitaw, unless tingali kung ang person kay naka constantly be exposed with a relationship or like surrounding like family or parents pa kaniya na walay boundaries. So,
Mm.
ara siya makaingon na no, wala siya ning dili ni siya mo exist. Dapat siya
Yes.
i-sacrifice.
Yes, 'di ba? But then again, I would like to reiterate when we're doing paranormal, 'di ba? Para when we're discussing parasite, unsa ganito ato ang axiom, absence of proof is not proof of absence. If you have not experienced, 'di ba? If you have not experienced healthy relationship, it doesn't mean that there's no
Possible.
healthy relationship,
Possible. Yeah, bitaw.
'di ba?
Yes.
So our goal here is really to break the absolute thinking nga maurag yun ni siya. Maurag yun ni. Kay maura man ako na experience, maura man pirmi, maura ang pattern and all that. We're trying to believe that. We're trying to break that belief rather.
Yeah.
So what's next is we try to create a new belief. Okay, we're trying to break it naman, nag-reality test naman ta, and hopefully our reality testing is positive. So mag-create na dayon ta og new belief. For example,
Yan.
for this example, we could say healthy love includes respect, boundaries, and mutual care.
Mm.
'Di ba? Dili kay everyone must treat me well. Lahi ra sad na. Or
Oo.
I can be loved without abandoning myself. 'Di ba?
I can be loving myself. That's my new mantra.
You can probably do one behavioral experiment. Do one small boundary, but on weekly you can say, I can't today. Even if you can, you just say, I can't. Sorry.
I just did that today.
'Di ba? Or let's say, for example, delay response instead of instantly pleasing. 'Di ba? Or ask for your needs without an apology. Kay kita ra bag yung mga Pinoy, uy kanang sorry but kanang pwede
May
ni may
kugon.
anon. Oh,
May kugon. Put lang ikog.
'di ba? So, at the deepest level, no, negative belief systems are not personal flaws. This is something that you have to understand. Everyone has negative belief systems and it doesn't make you any less.
It
Okay?
makes you actually
They are-
human because that's how humans are.
Yes. So they are learned interpretations of life that once helped you make sense of the world, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's healthy, right? Because it's stopping you from manifesting the best version of yourself. Okay? So the work of transformation really from the old you to the new you is really to retrain your mind to recognize that there is a wider truth about you, about who you are basically, and what life can be. No? So you're not really replacing something wrong with something right. That's why we call it spiritual mind treatment. Is because we're trying to treat the mind to thinking that everything is good and the universe is working for your good. So in science of mind term, this is the movement from limited acceptance to conscious creation. So you become a conscious creator of your life. Dili naka victim sa life. Di naka victim of the circumstances because I'm kuan, ani like this, like that, mao ni ako mga experiences. So you're not like that. You can say to life itself, F you. I'm the creator of my life and I create these goods. And over time, no, as these affirmations are lived, not just spoken, lived gyud ha, the mind begins to shift quietly but powerfully. What once felt like truth becomes only a memory of how you used to think. So that is the real transformation. Not becoming someone new, but finally allowing yourself to think from a freer version of who you have always been. And with that, you would be able to change your mind to what to whoever you want to be, to whatever you want to achieve through the four tools of manifestation, which is, you guys still remember?
Affirmation,
Visualization,
gratitude,
gratitude, and SMT.
SMT.
SMT. So
SMT
on
is
our
very
next
practical.
so on our next episode, we will have to delve into the details of affirmation, visualization, meditation, SMT. We'll probably explore more to what is called an affirmative prayer. And I think you've heard about what affirmative
Mhm.
prayer is when we discussed that back in our first episode when we discussed about katong prayer ni Jesus Christ. So we'll be more
Mhm.
detailed about that on how you can by yourself create your own affirmative prayer to improve your life.
Mm.
Perfect. So, guys, sa tanan na minaw, take your time because dili ni siya instant may tabo. So these are
Yes.
just the tools that we are sharing that all of us learned sa MG. And hopefully after you listen to this episode, you've learned something, you have your insight, and we would love for you guys to share your insights sa comments. If you have questions, we'd be more than happy to receive those and possibly answer those questions sa among next episode.
Before we go, if you really are a serious seeker of the wisdom of the universe, you can always reach out to Magic Grove. You can ask Rio. Rio now is the head teacher. You can ask Rio. You can ask Rio to teach you everything that I taught them.
So thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you, and we'll see you in the next episode. Like and subscribe.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to like and subscribe wherever you found us and share this with someone you think needs to hear it. Thank you again for listening. See you in the next one, and as always, are you happy?